Have you gone to therapy and it didn't work? Have you tried all kinds of psychological exercises, watched the videos, done the things, did the journaling, did the cognitive reframing, and you're still not where you want to be? Well, there's actually a reason for this. So most of us are doing something we don't want to be doing. Maybe it's yelling, maybe it's overeating, maybe it's people pleasing, maybe it's procrastinating. We all have a behavior that at the end of the day, we look back upon our day and we think, I wish I didn't do that. And you kind of are befuddled of why you do it if you wish you didn't and you know it's not good for you. So the reason we do this is because we're trying to regulate a negative emotion. So yelling is a great example. We feel super angry, so we think if we yell, we'll feel better. People pleasing is another great one. So we feel insecure, we feel fearful, and so we kind of abandon ourselves for other people, and we think that will fix the problem. It's an extremely short-term solution to a problem. And essentially that's the reason why at the end of the day you think like, well, this isn't good for my long-term self. And so you try to fix this by like doing all of these things to fix the behavior. So maybe you're like a poor public speaker and you start to try to learn communication skills. Maybe you're people pleasing and you're trying to just like stop. Like you're like, no, I'm going to be assertive. I'm going to learn assertiveness skills. The problem is you're working on the symptom, you're not working on the root cause, and that's why you don't make that much progress, is because you could learn all of the assertiveness skills in the world, but the problem is that we're taking away your solution. People pleasing, overeating, yelling, substance use, all of these things that we know we don't want to be doing, those are solutions. Like our mind has created those as solutions to a negative emotion that is too strong for us to feel, or like we just don't want to feel, or a lot of times honestly like we just never learned how to feel. So this is where you're going to learn how to feel it. So essentially what you want to do is you want to learn somatic exercises. Somatic is anything to do with the body, with feelings. And the reason that you keep doing these behaviors is because you have no tools on how to regulate your own emotion. And so you go to the behavior to try to fix the emotion. And the problem is, whenever you have an emotion and you go to the behavior to fix it, it's self-reinforcing. So the more you people please as a solution, the more you're going to people please as a solution. The more you yell as a solution, the more you're going to yell. The more you procrastinate, the more you're going to procrastinate. It's self-reinforcing. It's like it's teaching yourself like, oh, this is a great solution to this emotion. So you're going to have to interrupt that cycle by not doing the behavior. This is key. The goal is to not do the behavior, but also the goal is to not even focus on the behavior. What you're going to focus on is regulating the emotion. And when you regulate the emotion, you won't need to do that behavior that's not good for you anymore. So what are somatic exercises? So I'm going to talk about two of my favorites. These are two that I do, and I find them to be very effective, and they're very well proven in psychological research. Like this is not like some like new agey thing. Like we have hundreds and hundreds of studies on this. So what I typically do is I do tapping. So this is the technical name is emotional freedom technique, and that looks like tapping on these acupuncture points. I have videos that showcase how to do this. If you'd like to learn more on how to do this, send me a DM or just Google tapping on YouTube and you can learn to do it. The other one that I really like is alternate nasal breathing. So you kind of plug one nostril and breathe only into one nostril. These techniques literally take only 5 minutes a day. What you'll need to do is you'll need to learn them when you feel calm. I usually use the metaphor that learning these techniques when you're calm is important, because it's kind of like learning to ride a bicycle during a snowstorm if you're doing them when you're in that like activated stress response state. Like it's very difficult. So learn to do them when you're calm, and then you'll be able to access them when you get into that state in which you're trying to do a behavior you know that's not good for you. And so you need to incorporate this. You need to incorporate repetition. So what I encourage people to do is to try to shoot for one time every day in which they have that 5 minutes where they're training themselves on how to regulate their emotion. And once you learn to do this, you do it for a year, you're going to be in a completely different space, like completely different. This is what's been missing for most people. And when my clients get stuck, this is what we do to get them unstuck. If this is something you're interested in learning, or if you're one of those people that's like, you know what, I've tried everything before and I'm still not where I want to be, then schedule an intro session with me and we can talk about like your particular case, and I can help you find even more somatic exercises that might be applicable to you. And maybe we can work together and we can finally get you that breakthrough that you've always wanted.